Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is wash day for my youngest daughter. Her hair has grown so much over the last year and a half. I really like doing protective styles on her to keep her hair growing nice and healthy. Her hair is super soft, but it's naturally kind of thin, so protective styles are definitely the way to go for us. Before we get into the wash, we gotta take out this style. I love using these cuticle scissors because they're so pointed and sharp, and I can get the rubber band and not her hair. She's had the style in for about a week. I usually style their hair and like to leave it in. I have multiple kids and I'm not trying to do hair all the time every day, so the styles that I do for my kids, I like to do styles that will last them several days, so I'm not constantly worrying about hair. My older girls are 9 and 8 and are learning to style and care for their own hair. Amari's only 4 and not quite there yet, but she does help take her styles out when it's wash day. Look at that crown, a Soleil queen. That is her natural hair color. She has naturally blonde little highlights in her hair, and like I said, it's so soft and fluffy. Now let's get into our wash day essentials. Garnier is a go-to for us. I've been using them for years. I love them for my curly hair babies, and of course we need a sturdy detangling brush. Now, I don't know about you, but I personally do not like breaking my back to try to get my girl's hair washed, so I switched to washing my girl's hair in the sink many years ago when I was pregnant because, like I said, I was so tired of breaking my back to get this done. So I get the hair wet first before I go in with the shampoo, and I really like to lather up that shampoo, give the girl's hair and scalp a nice massage, go from the roots all the way down to the tips, and make sure I'm actually like rinsing out any old product that was in there, any dandruff, anything like that, to make sure the hair is actually really as clean as I possibly can get it. Next, we're gonna go in with the conditioner. I use a very generous amount of conditioner. 1, she has a lot of hair, and 2, the product is there to be used. Why skimp on it? You gotta layer it up so it can do what it was meant to do. A lot of times I like to separate their hair into sections, so I put that top section in a little ponytail so I could really just work the conditioner in the bottom section and detangle it, and then I take out the top section and do the same thing. Really lather in that conditioner, work it in, detangle it with my fingers first, and then go through with the detangling brush. When she's all done, I like to dry her hair a little bit with the towel because I'm actually styling it on this day. Some days I wash and then style the next day, and so I'll let it air dry, but I wanted to move the drying process along, so I did use the towel to get that going. I did not blow dry it because I didn't feel like that was necessary. Her hair is very light and fluffy and airy, so it dries fairly quickly. And then we moved on to just adding the oil. So I made sure I got her scalp, worked that in the front all the way down to the back, and then to the ends of her hair. Okay, let's get into this hairstyle. So I like to find a lot of my ideas for my girls' hairstyles on Pinterest. I love Pinterest. I see a style and I just try to mimic it, honestly. So here I'm separating her hair for the first part of the style, and again, I like to have my girls help as much as they can with my styling, so I'll have them hold sections or put beads on or hold different tools for me when I'm in between, switching between combs and brushes, just so they're part of the hair process. This is the look we're trying to recreate today, and I just went ahead and sectioned out all the parts of her hair, and now I will go and actually do the parting. So they have like 4 sections, and then they part it into tiny little squares going down the back of the head, I think like 4 squares. And so now I'm going and doing those 4 squares. I like to add gel to the sections. 1, just because it lays the hair down and it makes it look more like a complete look and style and just super clean lines, and 2, because I like for these styles to last about a week, like I said. So I'm not using too much gel because I don't want to just like cake up the hair. Like, that's not a good look and it's not healthy for the hair, but I do like to use enough where it's gonna lay the hair down and I know the style is going to last longer than just a few days and isn't gonna get super frizzy when she sleeps. In this style, each section is braided and that braid feeds into the next section. So after I make 1 square, I braid it, make a part to create the next square, and feed that braid into it and continue. So our first section is done, and I'm basically just repeating this. Instead of at the bottom having 1 braid, I split it into 2, a thinner one and a chunkier one, just because I thought that was kind of cute. And I'm basically just doing this over and over and over again until I get all done and add the beads to the end of the braid. Taking care of your kids' hair does not have to be intimidating. You can learn on YouTube, watching other people. It really is not that scary once you get into it. And now my baby has a super cute look that'll last her another week.